Was he afraid of Mike Tyson? Was he afraid of Mike Tyson?
No.
Were y'all afraid of Mike Tyson? Because he kept referring to cannabis. He was defining a cannibal, but it's like nobody corrected him. He kept saying the whole purpose is to eat. He kept calling him a cannibal, but
Okay, so the eat came from a scheme that I created, because your whole idea is to eat. That's a scheme that I had Mike do in that time, because remember the fight that Mike was coming from. He bit homie ear.
Right. Dave Vander Holyfield.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the idea is like your whole purpose is like to eat. Like no matter what, you can't lose this fight.
Right. Wow.
Here I just thought he was confusing cannabis for cannibal.
Nah.
Oh no, I 100%.
I never felt that way.
Oh no,
Either.
no. For a smooth decade, I was like, they were afraid to tell Mike Tyson that he means cannibal, not cannabis. I wouldn't have told him. I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for clearing that up.
No, definitely. And Mike is one of the most amazing intellectuals I've ever ran into in my life. He's definitely amazing, you know what I mean? And I would say, man, don't give up on cannabis yet, man. I know you might have been on the phone with him for 3 hours.
I'm taunting him. If he's watching, I'm taunting him.
I need him to come back.
Yeah.
Math does too.
You know, I think, God damn, this is a lot.
I got a question. Yo, and this is just something that's been on my mind for years and I never understood it. Why did Pop go at y'all? What was that about? Like, why did he say that line?
Well, I think that, I mean, it's not a mystery. My connection with Haitian Jack, I mean, it's not a mystery. So, and I think that the way that Pac would move within his attacks would be, if it's a problem with him, but he's there, everyone's gonna get it. Like everybody getting the same clip.
Kind of the same way 50 was. Kind of the same way 50 moves. Like if you stand next to my enemy, then you my enemy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying to you. So that's definitely what happened. You know what I'm saying to you. But definitely, I could just tell you, you know, personally, you know, I know how much love, you know, Jack had for Tupac. You know what I'm saying to you. And I think in the time when he wants to, he'll definitely break the story down. You know what I mean? But it's because of our families' affiliations, and that's why he came at us like that.
Okay.
Wow.
What's your biggest record? What's the biggest one?
I ain't even write it yet.
This was legendary. This was legendary. I'll thank you tomorrow.
Yeah, after you body me.
Yeah, I'll thank you tomorrow. I'll definitely thank you tomorrow. But I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be real interesting. Your contribution, not just to hip hop, not just to R&B, the music industry, the world, and the information that you gave tonight. The seeds have been planted. Thank you.
Peace, King. You already know how I feel about y'all.
You want to get into some battle rap conversations, or?
Go ahead. I'm with you. Go ahead.
Who's your top 5?
Of all time?
Of all time. And have you battled? You know what? Did you battle anybody in the industry?
His first.
You know how nice I am. All right.
He didn't ask me.
Did you battle anybody in the industry though?
No.
No.
I battled real life people.
Real life people.
Yeah, because I believe that the real heroes within the battle world had nothing to do with the industry. I felt like a lot of how I was able to stay sharp is because it's that dude that's on the street for real. And I've never that's why I would be the first person you would sleep on, because it's sort of like, in the music business, I came in to do music. I remember Jay-Z calling me the music man. Like, I came in like, I'm going to be Quincy Jones.
Right.
But inside of that aura, inside of our pillars, the battle rap for me is a very strong pillar. It's like someone listening to jazz. So for me, no, but I was with Freeway the other day, you know, and I was explaining to him how much I love his style. Cassidy, I don't even have to tell you. You could go listen to records with Wyclef and Cassidy. Like, I mean, Cassidy's my guy. Like, they understand. So for me, I've never battled anyone in the industry. So literally, when I was online, so on my Instagram, right, I started this little thing like Wyclef Battle Challenge.
Right.
And literally, it's like, those are the people that I would battle. Like, it wouldn't be the people with, it would be like Hallelujah Jones. It wouldn't be,
wow.
you get what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be, you get what I'm saying? So, because to me, it's like, that's the spar ups, you know what I'm saying to you? Like,
Right.
you know, you're like, you know, it's like the Mayweather feels. Like, y'all in that whole other arena, y'all done put that, you get what I'm saying to you?
Right.
But I battled somebody like you already on the street that nobody knows, you know what I'm saying? Mike C.
Mike C.
from East Orange, right? But once again, he's like what we call a ghetto legend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying to you? So I think like people should be more scared of me when they come up to me and want to approach me on some battle rhyming, because I'm more dangerous, because I do not have an industry record with battle rhyming.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
But now, we could talk about my top 5 and why.
No, wait, hold on. Before you
Right.
even get there, Cassidy and Freeway. You said you was with Freeway the other day.
I was with Freeway. We did a big show in Philly. And then when I came out, well, after I performed, Freeway, they played first, and then I came and we rocked and destroyed the place in half. They walked out, and I seen Freeway. And once again, a love fest, you know what I'm saying to you? And I tell Freeway, like, you one of my favorites, like, because of the way your cadence, your boom, 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 boom. And then I'm like, I got a rap for you. And I know when I started rhyming for Freeway, he was shocked. But then he was like, man, you sure you ain't battling, like you wasn't in the streets of Philly?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I did that just to show him like how much I appreciated his art. You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think is gonna take that?
Cassidy and Freeway?
Cassidy versus Freeway. Who's taking it?
Now, when's the battle gonna happen? You know when?
Sometime beginning of the year, I think. Yeah.
So everybody have prep time, right?
Yeah, a lot
of prep time. But the reason why I would give Cassidy the edge over Freeway in that battle, right, is because Cassidy has been in the ring with y'all. And Cassidy has converted himself into fucking with y'all now. Because at the end of the day, your own world. It's a culture within itself.
Right.
And the thing that y'all motherfuckers hate the most, after spending an entire life building this shit, and all of a sudden some industry nigga who's been making his money on the radio singing shit, then he gonna just come over here and be like, nigga.
And walk in.
Y'all would never let that happen. So the door is set up like that, and Cassidy has put in that work. He has sparred. So for me, that's based on how I'm giving him the edge, you know what I'm saying to you? will Freeway come? Is he gonna spit? Is he got his crew with him? I think he's gonna be dope. But that's the only reason I would give Cassidy that edge, because Cassidy now has became a double threat. What that means is Cassidy and Freeway made it famous, right? In a space, even though y'all was killing it, right? But what they did, they brought light to the space.
Right.
So that's the same Cassidy that brought the light to the space that kept going. And
Who didn't give up?
Who didn't give up, that word, right? He kept going and kept going to the point where y'all go, all right, man, you're now validated. So he understands the entire setup, the talk, the movement, the crowd. Yeah,
So you give it to Cassidy.
Yeah, I love Freeway, but Cassidy's gonna take that.
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't think Free's just gonna walk in there
Not at all.
like that.
Not at all.
And in this kind of new era of battle rap, his rapid style is it would be refreshing after Cassidy's rounds. You always got to think about how something is going to sound. For one, you got to think about who else is on the card. And that's what people don't be thinking about. Like, who else is on the card? What battle are you going to watch before this that's going to be so crazy that you're not going to care about what these guys are doing? You know what I mean? Whose style, what kind of style are you going to hear mostly throughout the night? Is it going to be bar heavy? Is it going to be a lot of talking? If it's a lot of talking, and then you get to a headline and it's just bars, it's like, no, we want to talk. Because the talk is always going to be more interesting when you know the story. If it's bar heavy, when you get to up there, if you're not the same caliber of Bartitian or Barbarian that's going on before you, people gonna be like, the other battle was better, you know? So Cassidy takes his time. I think if he learns to just create paces, because that's what battle rap is. It's like a speech, and every good speech has different paces within it. You know, you think about I Have a Dream. It starts off slow, it's appealing to, you're listening.
That one day.
Right, and then eventually the energy comes up, and he gets to the end of the speech, and you're like, yeah, but that's what a speech is supposed to do. It's the same thing with a battle round. There is a pace. There's a master pace. Cassidy has that slow pace. If Freeway learns how to do Cassidy's pace and then go into his, he might take the battle.
Now, once again, tonality, pace, the conversation, the talk,
Right.
truth, all of that is very important. And I think that Cassidy is counterpunching, though, with someone that he knows very well. So it's not...
He's got a whole gang. He's got a whole GOAT gang.
Yeah, like, they know each other very well. So
He beat him already.
Huh?
He beat him already.
He beat him already, but it was interesting, wasn't it? That battle?
It was cool to watch, but it was a clear. The win was clear. It wasn't debatable. It wasn't a debatable loss. It was definitely.
It was clear. It was clear.
Yeah.
But once again, like, I'm not taking nothing from Freeway. Like, he's amazing and he's dope. But the arena, once again, every battle that Cassidy does in your world, he goes back and it looks like he looks at the tape.
Yeah.
And he's correcting the mistake.
Mistakes, right.
So now it just looks like with the next battle, like you're saying, like now he's gonna start adjusting tempo and pace and all of that with the talk. It's gonna be an exciting one, at least for us. I think for the industry, it's gonna be very exciting. For y'all,
Us is gonna be like, do they get it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Do they get it? They got it? But I'm excited too, because been a fan of Freeway.
Yeah,
I was a fan of
Freeway's
Cassidy.
the God.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just getting that format, man. It's like when you're in the studio with a singer and the note is off, but the singer doesn't realize it. It irks that out of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're sitting there, you're like, yo, why can't tell that note is off? That's what it's like watching these battles sometimes with industry artists. It's like, why you could have just
Different ecosystem.
right. But it's still entertaining to the people. As long as the people are entertained, beautiful thing. But you got Cassidy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
For the third time.
Okay, cool.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf.